all-new season of California Cooking. I hope you all had a great summer. Ours was nice. Just trying to soak up those precious moments with family. We visited relatives in Ohio. Levi started kindergarten this month, and we began renovations on our home, and I can't wait to share with you some of what we've done so far. Coming up on today's show, back to school is here, so I want to help you get meals on the table and fast. First, my friend and the founder of thecoolmom.co, Lizzie Mathis, showing me how she prepares her chicken fajita bowls that her kids will actually eat. Then I'm making swordfish steak, and finally, I'm baking up an after-school snack for Levi. My friend Lizzie Mathis is amazing. She's a wife, mom of 3 adorable kids, and creator of thecoolmom.co, where you can find delicious and easy recipes for busy moms. So we got in the kitchen to see how she makes her super easy chicken fajita bowls. Take a look. Lizzie! Hi, honey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. You look so beautiful, as always. How you doing?
Listen, I will take that from you any day, but I'm doing good given like the year we've had. My goodness.
Oh my gosh. I'm telling you. Okay, first of all, Lizzie, you're one of those moms that I just like, I bow down because 3 kids, 9, 6, and 3, home all last year.
Yes.
God bless you. What a year.
Listen, I think God bless all moms, right? We were working, we were mothers, we were teachers, we were, house cleaners and we were everything that you could imagine all wrapped in one. So the fact that any mom came out of this alive and with her sanity, bow down to us all.
I would imagine with 3 kids, like, this is no joke if you become the short order cook, where one kid's like, Mom, I hate chicken. The other one, Mom, I don't eat, beans.
Okay. So Jessica, clearly you don't know me well enough because we do not do short order cooks over here. We just can't. Now, one thing we do kind of like as a hack, we make a lot of meals where they can pick their ingredients.
Yes.
So for instance, today we're going to make chicken fajita bowls and they could pick their toppings, but that can also turn into a taco night where they can choose whatever toppings they want on their tacos. So we kind of try and mix and match, and like each kid has a different palate.
Talk me through your chicken fajitas.
All right, so first and foremost, we're gonna do a marinade
Okay.
first. So what's great about it is it's a little bit of sweet, it's a little bit of sour, it's a little bit of flavor with the cumin and orange juice.
Okay, so some orange juice. I'm just gonna squeeze mine in. Is it a whole orange?
Yeah,
probably?
perfect, yeah. Okay, let's do apple cider vinegar. Next up, we have our garlic.
Okay.
We have some minced garlic there. Do you have your cumin?
Yes.
All right.
Huge fan of cumin.
Do you have your chili
Got
powder?
my chili powder.
All right, give it a little mix, and then we're gonna add in our lime juice. All right, and then your cilantro. Just top it off with your cilantro and then mix. Did you put salt? Did I tell you to put salt?
No, okay, some salt, obviously, we'll get that.
Ideally, you want this to just marinate for like 30 minutes.
Okay.
At room temperature. Let's make our guac. We're gonna do basically a really quick guacamole. So we're gonna add a little bit of lime juice.
Okay.
A little bit of extra virgin olive oil.
Nice.
And then just a little bit of salt.
And that's it?
And that's it.
I like it.
The lime kind of makes it a little bit of tart, right? The olive oil makes it a little bit more creamy and smooth. And that salt just gives it a little bit of flavor. It brings out like the real, beauty of what avocado is.
Oh, should we make pico de gallo now?
Let's do it. It's so simple to make it fresh. It just makes so much more sense.
I got some tomatoes chopped.
So let's add them to our bowl.
Okay.
Do we have any red onion diced on your end? But do you have a jalapeno dice? Next up, we're gonna put lime juice in.
Okay.
A little bit of salt, and then cilantro.
My pico de gallo, that was so easy. So now we've got our ingredients pretty much. Should we move to cooking up our chicken?
Yes, I'm ready when you are. I'm gonna go ahead and start putting my chicken in because my stove, my pan is really hot.
Mine too. So what are some other tricks and tips you have for making meals and making the kids lunches and all that, being so busy?
I mean, listen, I think that everything, which is I'm not the greatest at, don't get me wrong, but it's planning, right? So if you can meal plan on Sundays or even start to prep out what you might be making and do a little bit of dicing or chopping or kind of, even if you make your rice ahead of time or your beans or, you know, some of those things that can kind of last in the fridge for a couple of days. The great part about it is that you can mix and match through different meals. And that is like my biggest hack. So my chicken is looking really nice.
I haven't had lunch yet, and I'm so excited for this. Let's build our bowl.
We are gonna scoop as much rice as you want to the base.
Okay.
But this is why it's so great for kids.
Exactly.
Because they can literally build this bowl however they want. And you also have some beans, right?
Yes.
The black beans? Okay, awesome. Try and hit every corner, right? Like that's the goal.
We're doing quadrants.
Quadrants, correct. That's right. Let's go ahead and add our pico de gallo in another quadrant. And we'll do the same with our guac whenever you're ready.
Okay. Look at all the colors. That's when you know you're eating well, right?
That's right. I'm ready to add the chicken if you are.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna add my peppers to my last little spot here.
Okay, peppers.
Looking good. And then if you wanna add cheese and sour cream to the top.
Oh, yes, I do.
Look at that, look at our beautiful bowl.
Lizzie, you know I love you, and I wish we were enjoying our bowls together. Mwah. Love you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Jess, for having me.
Bye, honey.
I hope to see you soon.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Lizzie was right. You just let the kids put their own bowl together, and look what happens. This is a fajita bowl.
Fajita bowl.
You make your own.
Okay, good.
That's your bowl. And see all the ingredients there. And now you start adding whatever things you want to your fajita bowl.
Right, rice is good for the bottom. Always the sauce goes on top.
Yeah.
1 scoop of beans. I need this whole thing. I love this.
All the pico de gallo. Ooh, that's the peppers and onions and some chicken.
Look at this.
Let me see. Oh, nice. Very colorful. What else? Who's gonna clean up the buffet? Let's move on to the guac.
No.
Yeah, it was a sour cream and cheese bite. How was it?
It was great.
You did pretty good. Can you say thanks, Lizzie?
Thank you, Lizzie.
A big thumbs up from Levi. Thanks, Lizzie, for more quick and easy recipe ideas. You gotta check out our website, thecoolmom.co. Coming up, I'm making after-school snack for Levi. It's a homemade Pop-Tart. We'll see if he likes it. And then a lot of you have asked, whatever happened to that other kitchen where you used to do the show? Well, Ari and I decided that we loved remodeling that house so much, we wanted to do it again. So our renovation has started. I'll share some of our plans, including what we have up our sleeve for the new kitchen. But first, it's a dish I made a couple of times this summer. It's still perfect for this time of year. Grilled marinated swordfish that you can easily have on the table in under 30 minutes. That's coming up next. School started, so we're all looking for quick dinners to cook up on weeknights. Here's my marinated grilled swordfish.
When it's hot out, I think sometimes the only way to make dinner is just to do a quick grill, but an indoor grill. That's why I love my grill pan, because unless you have a gas grill, which we don't, we have charcoal, it takes forever, you burn things. I just do the indoor grill and it gives it the same kind of flavor that you want. This is a swordfish steak, and a dressing that I would almost put on a salad, kind of like a take on a Caesar dressing. I'm gonna marinate the swordfish in and then char some tomatoes on the grill and kind of make it like a swordfish, big Caesar salad-ish kind of thing. We'll see how it goes. So first, I'm gonna put my dressing in here because I wanna reserve some for after it's cooked to pour on top. So in the dressing, we're gonna do some Dijon mustard, capers, although with the capers, I wanna just chop them up a little bit. Briny, salty capers, which always go great with fish. And the thing about fish is you don't wanna marinate it for too long because actually salt and acid starts to cook the fish. A little dash of red wine vinegar. This I also would put in a Caesar dressing, which is Worcestershire, a couple of dashes. Olive oil, a couple of glugs. I know, we're gonna make a face because a lot of people don't like anchovies, and I don't either. But what I do love about anchovies is their flavor, their saltiness, and when you chop them up, you don't taste them. I promise. Lemon zest, I think the whole lemon. Lots of cracked pepper, and a little bit of salt, because this is all pretty salty stuff going on in here. And I'm gonna just top it, and I'm gonna leave some left in here to top at the end. Both sides, and just let this sit in the fridge for 30 minutes, and then we'll grill it up. And if you don't have time, put it right on the grill. A nice hot grill. Don't drop it like I did. And then anything extra, go ahead and put it on there. There you go. And then don't touch it. So while we're waiting for the fish to cook, I just bought some pre-washed romaine. I'm gonna tear it onto a big platter, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do with the extra dressing. And we'll dress the greens. And now we wait for our fish. I'm gonna take the tomatoes off. They're ready to go. Now let's flip it. Nice. Our swordfish is off the grill. It looks so pretty. And what I love about swordfish is that it kind of, you know, it's like steak-like, you know? And so the idea of slicing it, just a little. You still wanna show off the grill marks, but slicing it up, and you got your grilled tomatoes, and you've got your dressing, and then these grilled lemons. Look how beautiful. They're so pretty, and then they take on the flavor of the grill, so you just wanna hit it with these beautiful grilled lemons. Tuck those in there. Top of our salad, some torn or some chopped fresh basil, right on top. Pretty. There you have it, grilled swordfish with a Caesar-like dressing.
Such an easy, light meal with some bread and a glass of wine. Perfect. Coming up, it's a classic kid snack. I'm making Levi a homemade Pop-Tart. Then, the construction has begun. Ari and I are going to show you our plans coming up. When the kids come home hungry after school, a boxed Pop-Tart is fine, but a homemade Pop-Tart's even better. Let's see how my homemade strawberry Pop-Tart turned out.
I have to admit that when Levi comes home from school, he runs over to the cabinet and starts scrounging around for candy. Not the best after school snack, but sometimes that's where we're at. So I decided it'd be fun to maybe make something that he actually would be excited to eat when he gets home from school. And it's better for you than candy. I'm gonna make a good old Pop-Tart, but I'm gonna make a big one on a sheet pan. And I'm gonna put fresh strawberries in with some strawberry jam and then that classic icing on top. And we'll see if he's into it. I don't think he even knows what a Pop-Tart is, but we sure do. We remember good old Pop-Tarts. And my big thing is now, like I do my best, even though it takes a little bit more work, to do less processed food. And I think one way is if you can do homemade when you can. So with the exception of not making homemade dough. I could, but let's not get crazy. So I buy the pie dough frozen in the freezer section at the grocery store. You thaw it out and it's so easy. So I put a little flour on the board. And what I want to do is cut it into like a long rectangle. So pie dough obviously comes in the circular shape, but I'm going to cut it and try to get it into a rectangle or a square or something that resembles a Pop-Tart. Here's one. And I'm gonna lay on my baking sheet with a little parchment paper so it doesn't stick. And then the other, just some flour. I'm gonna try to match this shape here. While we make our filling, I'm gonna put these in the fridge and just let them chill until we're ready to go. For our filling, so strawberry jam is gonna be a bit, and get a good one. Get one that doesn't have a lot of preservatives in it. This one is basically strawberries, sugar, and lemon juice, and fruit pectin. And then fresh strawberries to cook with it. So you get some strawberry chunks. You want a small chop really, because you don't want big chunks of strawberry. So I don't think I'm gonna add any extra sugar. There's so much sugar in strawberry jam. I'm gonna add the whole jar. And then to that, all of our fresh berries. And you're just gonna kind of let that bubble together so these fresh strawberries cook out some of the liquid, and that's gonna be your filling. So I put my strawberry mix in the freezer just so it sets up. I think the best idea would be if you could make the strawberry mixture the day before and just let it sit in the fridge and thicken up. You don't want it too runny. We take our strawberry mixture, our jam, and our fresh strawberries, and we don't go to the edge. That's the trick, right? So we try to keep it from running out. So now what we do is we're gonna put the second piece on top directly so that all the sides match up. And before any has a chance to ooze out, we're gonna take our fork, dip it in some flour, and we're gonna make those marks, just like a Pop-Tart. Get a nice coat of your egg wash. And then you're gonna wanna, just like with a pie, you're going to wanna poke a hole on the top because you need this steam to escape. In the oven, 425. I'm gonna check it in about 20 minutes. My Pop-Tart came out of the oven and I let it sit at room temperature for a little bit, and then I even popped it in the freezer because I wanna make sure it's nice and cold if you can before you add the icing on top. But it looks, okay, it doesn't look great right now because it did crack a little in the middle and some of the jam oozed out. But here's what we're gonna do. Powdered sugar glaze solves everything. And I'm gonna actually add a little bit of lemon juice to thin it. And really, you just need such a little bit. And you keep adding as you go. Like, you just wanna keep stirring it until it's nice and smooth. You get all the lumps out. Okay, ready? Now, just because, some sprinkles. Look at our homemade strawberry Pop-Tart. Okay, do you want to try my, do you know, by the way, do you know what this is?
The pie?
It's a Pop-Tart.
Oh, it's a Pop-Tart.
Have you heard of Pop-Tarts?
Yeah, they can.
Okay. What do you think, for real? Because Brian's not going to come over anymore if you don't tell him.
I love it.
Yes.
I want more.
You want more?
Yeah.
All right, we got a fan of the Pop-Tart. He loved it. I think anything with sprinkles, he's in. For the complete recipe, you can follow us on Instagram. On to our home reno project. We had so much fun fixing up our old house that we thought, let's do it again. Let's take a look around. Should we start in this room? So this will be the guest room that my dad has already put dibs on.
Put dibs on?
They're booking their vacation.
Their
so,
post-COVID vacation?
He expects it to be done
Shortly.
shortly. Yeah. This is currently the dark entrance where you walk into a hole. So we're gonna move the front door. And the front door is now gonna be here. So when you come into the house, you're coming directly into this room.
That is correct. So that's going to get closed off and become part of the guest room.
The other thing
The
I
other day.
want to do is I want to close this off, and I'll tell you why in a minute. So this will become a wall, and then my other idea, Ari, which I don't know if it's possible, but what I wanted to do is open up the wall and just have a fireplace dividing the 2 rooms. Yeah?
Do you have a printer
What? For what?
to print that cash?
I loved our old kitchen.
That was an amazing kitchen.
This kitchen,
Has
it's
things
a
to be
little
desired,
dated.
but I think we'll make it even better
You think
for
so?
you. I do.
Okay, so this is kind of a wild idea. What I want to do with this room over here. I want this to be a walk-in pantry where it's pretty much exposed. You've got, you've got your counter space, you've got lots of cabinetry, you've got
Like your workroom.
kind of like a workspace, like a prep space, because the kitchen footprint is kind of small and I don't think we would end up using this room, and that's why I wanted to wall this off. The backyard is the reason we bought the house.
Yes, this is my dream since I was a little boy.
I never thought I'd have a pool, and we finally,
Here we are.
we got one. We're really excited about the pool.
We're really excited about the backyard. I think this is where we're gonna spend most of our time.
As you can see, we've got a lot to do, but we're looking forward to the challenge. Well, that does it for us, but thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Give you plenty of
This
storage.
would be storage galore.
And I think it's more of a place for you to make a mess.
Yeah.
For me to clean up.
Right.
Levi loves that jacuzzi tub.
He goes scuba diving in that tub.
Yes.
Nice hot grill. don't drop it like I did.
Maybe I should have given you a fork.
Yeah.